In this video, we're going to talk about what a vector is and learn how to find and graph a position vector when given its initial and terminal points. At this time, we're going to work with vectors in the xy or two-dimensional coordinate plane. A vector is a directed line segment we represent a vector as a line with an arrow. This arrow represents the direction of the vector as well as its terminal point, meaning its ending point. The initial point of the vector, when we graph vectors, is the side that does not contain the arrow. Typically, we label the initial and terminal points of a vector as P and Q, where P is the initial point and Q is the terminal point. Another common notation for vectors is U, V. A vector has both magnitude and direction. The magnitude can also be called the length of the vector. And it's denoted by the absolute value of V. Length is always a positive value. We can find the length of the vector using the formula absolute value of V equals the square root of a squared plus b squared. When given a standard vector, V equals a, b. The direction of a vector tells us which direction it's pointing in. The direction of our vectors are indicated by the arrow, which appears at the terminal point. Let's take a look at how to find a position vector when given an initial point P and terminal point Q. Suppose our initial point P we let our initial point P in this example be 0, 0, and let's let Q be 9, 10. When we're finding a position vector, our goal is to write it in the form AI plus B, J, where A is found by taking x2 minus x1 I plus y2 minus y1, j. In our example, we let 0 be x1, and we'll let 9 be x2. Then we'll let this 0 be y1, and 10 equal y2. Substituting our values, we get 9 minus 0, I, plus 10 minus 0, j. That is 9i plus 10j. So now we have found our position vector, v equals 9i plus 10j. If we were asked to graph this position vector, graphing the position vector, our initial point, 0, 0, would rest at the origin, and our terminal point would lie where x equals 9 and y equals 10. So it would look just about like this. So approximately x equals 9 and y equals 10. So here's just a very brief introduction to what a vector is, how to find a position vector and graph it. In the next few videos, we'll delve into greater detail with vectors. I hope you found this video helpful, and we'll see you next time.